Glad to hear I've already got one person watching. Excellent. Nice to meet you. First, I want to talk to you about something that, well, various people online on YouTube have been asking me. How can I email you? How can I contact you? How can I write some private messages directly to me? And I think the best way to do it is to go onto my Facebook Messenger. And there we go. Is that backwards for you? Probably. But here's my name, Joanna Nahum. So it's Joanna and then Nahum, Nahum. And then you'll find me on Facebook Messenger. You can write whatever you want to me and I can respond. If you'd prefer to use email, then send me your email address and I can send you a message via my email to speak to you that way. I'm going to talk about a live sound bath that we're going to be doing for New Moon later this week on Thursday, and I'll talk to you about that at the end of the session. So today we're doing a relaxation session, and I'm not sure I like this light very much, but we'll give it a go. And we're going to be doing some breath work. So what you'll need with you today is a pillow. This is actually big, this pillow. It doesn't have to be this big, but you need something that you can press up against your stomach. Okay, and I've also got a small pillow like this, which I'm sitting on. And so you can have something behind you to sit on as well to make you more comfortable. Now, there are various techniques for sitting. So if you don't find it comfortable sitting on the floor directly, then you can sit on a chair. It's best not to sit on a bed because you want something kind of firm underneath you to give you that feeling of support, and a bed is usually a bit too soft and you kind of sink down and it makes you curve your spine. If you're feeling particularly tired today, then you could also put your back up against the wall, and then you've got that little bit more support behind your spine. So if you're sitting on a cushion, then make sure that it's not kind of completely under you. It's kind of, so if your sitting bones are here, then your cushion comes just in front and mostly behind you. And then you've got that slight tilt that feels comfortable, but you're not completely slouched into it. And what you don't want is this kind of bent spine with your sitting bones coming forward. You want to be on your sitting bones and have a nice gentle curve in your spine. So that will mean that you can be as relaxed as possible during this relaxation session. Okay, so let's get going. So we're going to start with a body scan. Just get my legs comfortable. So your legs can be crossed however you want, however's comfortable and right for you tonight. Okay, so I may well have my eyes closed, and I would recommend that you have your eyes closed too, so you're listening to my voice and you're not necessarily watching what I'm doing and looking, but you're really focusing on what I'm saying and taking the word in and using my words to help you relax and do basically what I'm telling you. So you follow what I'm telling you to do. Okay, so let's begin. So you can put your hands face up on your knees like this. You can even take a mudra if you wish, or you can have them face down on your knees or on your thighs, your choice. So let's begin. So first we're going to notice the pressure of your sitting bones on the floor or on your cushion beneath you or on the chair where you're sitting. You may also notice the sensation of your feet and your lower legs that make contact with the ground. and just really being aware of any sensations of contact and touch with your skin or your clothes touching your skin. So now let's work up the body, and in each area that I am scanning the body and being aware, I want you to observe and take note and just notice any sensations without any judgment, without any remarks in your head as to, oh, I feel uncomfortable, oh, that's tight, oh, I've got a pain there. Just literally looking and being aware and noticing and not making any judgments. So we've done the feet. We're going to work up the lower legs to the knees and the thighs, the sitting bones, the hip joints right and left, the lower belly, the lower abdomen, and how that feels right now in this present moment. Working up to the belly button, the navel, the area of your body higher up here where you've got your diaphragm, and how that feels. Working up to the chest and noticing any sensations in that particular area. Working up to the shoulders, right and left. And going down your back body, so your shoulder blades. Working down your spine to the mid back and the lower back. Coming back up the back of your body. We're going to go down your arms. So let's work down the right arm first. The bicep and tricep. And just notice how your body feels. Working down to your elbow, your lower arm, your wrist, palm of your hand, your thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Coming back up that arm to your wrist, elbow, shoulder, coming across to the throat and down the left arm. So starting at the shoulder, noticing any sensations that you might be feeling without judgment, just noticing. The bicep, tricep, down to the elbow, forearm, wrist, palm of your hand, thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, the whole of your hand, both hands, both arms, completely just noticing. Now we come to the throat, so noticing the skin, the front, sides, back, taking in that whole space. And now internally, any sensations. And now your tongue and your throat. Your mouth, your jaw, your upper jaw and your lower jaw. nose, both cheeks, forehead, eyes, the muscles around your eyes, your temples, and working the sides of your head, the upper part of your head, going down the back to the lower back part of your head. And now just scanning and just noticing with your awareness your whole body sitting here, in this position, in this space, in this room. Maybe there are noises external to the room, or even internal in the very room that you're sitting in. But just allowing everything to be part of your relaxation. Just allowing it to be there, to notice it and to come back to the sensations of your physical body sitting here on this cushion. The space to the right side of your body, the space to the left side of your body, the space behind you, the space above your head, and the space below your body, where your body connects with the earth. So now we're going to take the cushion that we found, or the pillow, and we're going to place it. You want it over the space where your diaphragm is. So for me, my diaphragm's behind the cushion here. So you're basically putting a little bit of pressure on your stomach and your diaphragm, and you're holding the pillow and the cushion against you. So you can feel that kind of coziness and that gentle pressure. And you're going to close your eyes here, and you're going to just take notice of your breath. So you're breathing in and out through your nose. If your nose is blocked, then you can breathe in and out through your mouth, slightly open. And you're just going to bring awareness and attention and focus to your breathing. And just notice how it feels, any sensations. Is it shallow? Does it feel kind of normal to you? Does it feel different to normal? Does it feel deeper than normal? Are there any moments when you have pauses in your breath? Maybe during the in-breath or during the out-breath? Or is there a moment when you can notice the change in direction at the top or at the bottom of your breath? Every breath is different. Every breath is different. So be totally focused and aware on the sensations in your abdomen, in your stomach, in your diaphragm as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And in time, as you sit here, you may notice changes. Things may adapt and alter and evolve. Just taking notice of any changes, anything alters, but just keeping present, keeping aware and noticing each breath as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Something you might like to try is taking a count. So for example, you have the same count, the same rhythm, and you count your in-breath and you count your out-breath, and you see if there's a difference in the length of time that you take for your in-breath and the length or the counts of your out-breath. So just do that now for me and see what your count is for your in-breath and your out-breath. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow you count, just keep it the same rhythm the whole way. So for me, my out-breath is one count longer than my in-breath. So you might like to notice what yours is. Do you have the same count, breathing in and out? Or is your out-breath longer? Or is your out-breath shorter? So be aware and notice, observe. So nothing is right or wrong. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to do anything differently than what you're doing right now. But as your body sits calmly, steadily, unmoving, you may notice that the quality of your breath changes. So there are things. I will answer comments at the end. Thank you for making comments. I will just carry on with this right until the end, and then I will answer your questions at the end. So there are different aspects to the breath that people can have at different times, depending. So it can be the depth of your breath, it can be the sound, and it can be whether you have pauses or jerkiness in your breathing. So there might be times when you can hear the sound of your breathing. It might be reasonably loud, or it can be like medium or gentle or silent. The depth of your breath, we've already talked about that, whether it's shallow or deeper. This can change. And whether you have pause jerks will depend on maybe some emotions that you're going through, or feelings and sensations that are uncomfortable or difficult for you right now. They're just all things that I want you to be aware of and to take note of. And this is literally just a small moment in time. And as you go through your day, as the hours go past, your breathing will change and alter depending on what you're doing, what you're thinking, and how you feel right now. So when you're feeling meditative and relaxed and calm, you could have an awareness of what you're aiming for. And yogic teachers say that if your breathing can be fluid, without any jerks or pauses, if it can feel kind of natural and relaxed and calm, and your breath is quiet and you can't really hear it. And it's kind of got a kind of gentleness, and it's kind of rested and calm, then that's what you're aiming for in a kind of meditative, calm breath. But that doesn't mean to say that that's what you're going to try and make an effort to happen. If that's not what you're experiencing right now, if that's not what's happening for you right now. But if there's a time when you sit and you're doing some breath work and you notice that your breath is like that, then again, it's just something to observe. And each time that you sit and notice, it will be different. Trust me on that. So just take a couple more minutes to really notice your in-breath and your out-breath. You might want to count again and see if anything has changed. If your in and out-breath count has become shorter or longer in the time that you've been sitting here and listening to me talking. So for me, in-breath is extended by one count, and so my out-breath, 4 out. Now I'm 4, breathing 5 counts, breathing out. You don't need to make a judgment. This is different to mine, but I was just giving you a marker of how mine has changed in the time that I've been sitting here. Things evolve and change constantly. And for those of you, I'm going to remove the pillow now. You might want to do the same thing. I'm going to come into a phase now where I'm talking with my eyes open and the breath work has come to an end. So it's a bit chilly. I'm going to put my scarf around me. Maybe you can come closer. There we go. Yeah, relaxation techniques and breathing techniques are excellent ways of just checking in with yourself. Doing a body scan like at the beginning is something that when I was having intense mental health problems and I was going back to work and my life was changing and I suddenly had a lot more to deal with and life was kind of feeling like it was heating up. I would take 3 moments out of my day when I was at work to go to the toilet, turn the light off, stand there, feel my feet on the ground, be kind of even, and I would just do a body scan. Really simply, I would maybe spend 5 minutes doing it, noticing all different parts of my body, working from my feet up to my head and maybe back down again, noticing my breath, noticing any sensations, any feelings, any emotions, just checking in myself. And I found that that was really, really helpful because I would see how things change throughout the day, and it would be like just a moment to kind of time out and a moment just for me. And then it kind of recharged my batteries to go back into the world of work again and see the public and go back to my day. I'm going to look at your comments. Hello, Rainy. I'm sorry I missed this one. On my morning run, can I watch it later? Of course you can. Hugs to you too. I understand you're finishing the session, but the last part is all I was able to see, and you loved it. Excellent. Huge anxiety, huge buster for me. So I'm presuming you mean that this kind of technique is really helpful for you and really helps you to feel more relaxed. Hello. Yeah. So now I'm going to move on to talking about Facebook Messenger again. So I'm Joanna Nahum, Joanna, Nahum, Nahum. And if you want to write any private messages to me there, you can, and leave me your email address. I can send you some information and we can communicate like that. I'm pondering on the idea of starting some Zoom sessions where I can do more relaxation, breathing, some gentle movement techniques, therapeutic movement. And if any of you are interested in that, then you can join me on those Zoom sessions, and I'm going to see if I can do it a little bit more professionally than right now and maybe get some different tools and better sound and better visuals, so you can have a better experience from your mobile phone or from your laptop or computer. So the sound bath is going to be on the new moon. I will possibly be helping out Xavier Samsung, and it's going to be Thursday the 23rd of April this week, and we're going to be Central European time, which is French summertime, at 8:30 in the evening. That's 20 hours 30 in the evening. And so what you have to do, he's going to be doing that live on Facebook with his tam tam gong, his Tibetan singing bowls, his shamanic drum, and he's got lots of other amazing instruments, and I'll probably be joining in with that, and we can have the experience together. So what you need to do, I've got a feeling this is going to be backwards. I don't know if you can see that information here. Might be tricky if it's backwards. But here you've got Samsung Xavier, corps et âme. So I'll spell that out to you. So it's Samsung Samson, and then Xavier, Xavier. And then as kind of subheading to his Facebook page, it's corps et âme, which is French, CORPS, and then you've got the and symbol, and then âme is AMES. So if you become a friend to him on Facebook, he will see the link and he will accept the friendship, and then you will get a notification of the live sound bath, and it's going to be around 45 minutes long to celebrate the new moon, and you'll hear all the different vibrations, you'll see the instruments, you'll see him playing, and hopefully it'll be beautifully lit and we can do that together, and that'll be a lovely experience. He's probably going to start doing that weekly, probably using Zoom as well, so I can keep you posted on any things that change if you're interested in being part of that and joining in. So thank you very much for being with me today, and if you weren't able to be live, then I look forward to seeing you whenever you see it. And don't forget, you can subscribe to my channel, Joanna Nahum, and you can share it to your friends if there's any people that you think would benefit from relaxation, breathing and therapeutic movement techniques from me on a weekly basis. And I think I'd like to stick to Monday, because I think Monday is a great way to start the week and to hopefully start on a positive, good note for better well-being and better mental health. Thank you guys, and see you again next time. Bye. I'll just put it up one more time if it's not backwards. Thank you, Rainey. You can press pause if you want this information. There we go. Thank you for the positive comments, Rainey. Namaste, guys.